Good morning. It's about 8:20 in the morning on Tuesday, October 8th. um, and I live in Tampa, Florida, in Town and Country. And there's been some fluctuations in the track, but it looks like we're going to get some severe wind and severe storm surge. The rain's not going to be an issue. Who cares about the rain? It's the storm surge. This is coming off the heels of Helene, which was 2 weeks ago, less than 2 weeks ago. And yeah, this is my door here, right down here. And it was about 1 foot away from that. It got to the top step, like on my deck. It got right, like 6 inches below that. And, this is probably another 6 inches up, and that was a 7-foot storm surge. We're predicted to get a 12-foot storm surge, which would be probably about here, maybe a little higher. I'm sitting here on my back doorway, and that would be over my head, clearly, obviously. That's scary. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine. I'm going to today load my car up with as much valuable things as I can and go drive inland. I'm probably going to see if I can go to one of those parking garages that they opened, because they opened parking garages because so many cars, thousands and thousands of cars were destroyed in Helene because this entire side of the bay, basically up to like a half-mile inland. I'm about a mile inland, honestly. I was looking at the map, but that doesn't matter because there's a river that runs right here, and if you're along a river, you're along the coast. That river goes very far inland, and it destroyed a lot of homes and cars. Obviously, I can't pick my house up and move it. The house is what it is. Stuff's gonna happen. If everything is forecast the way it looks like it is, even if the storm goes a bit south, we're gonna get more northerly winds, which is gonna push the water that's in the bay up into me. And there's probably, instead of getting the 15-foot storm surge, we'll probably get the 10-foot storm surge, which would still be about where my head is right now. So I'm worried about my house. It's very likely that it's going to be not gone. I mean, the physical building will still be here. But, we're going to have to strip out the carpet. I say we, like they. I'm not doing it. I can't do that. I don't know none of that shit. We're going to have to strip out the carpet. Going to have to strip out every piece of drywall. And every electrical thing is going to have to get rerun. That's probably it's probably gonna have to get like a deep clean or something when everything's pulled out. Otherwise, there's gonna be mold and corrosion damage and stuff like that. This is gonna be bad. But the most I can do physically is to get my body out of here and car, because that's something that moves. You can't really get on the roads because the traffic is extreme. People are evacuating, which is good, but the highways are a standstill. If I were to leave right now at 8 in the morning, it would probably take me 4 hours to get like inland to Brandon, and that's an hour away. So the roads, the main roads are probably fine. I can bring my car 1 mile that way and be fine. So I'm going to try to find a parking garage. I'm pretty sure Citrus Park Mall is probably going to open their garage. They're still in a flood zone, but their parking garage is high enough. It's not huge. So I don't know if it's already full. But stuff like that. I'm going to look around for garages and see if I can find somewhere to park my car. The storm surge will be here for with Helene, it was here for 12 hours. So if it's higher, it could be 12 to 16 hours. But I stay there, come back, and check the damage. But the important part is to get my body out of here and, survive. Because if the water's in here that high, I mean, I could probably survive if I stood up on a counter or something. But that's not something I want to do for 12 hours plus, And it'd be very disheartening to watch the process of my stuff get destroyed. Now, like the neighbors there, they've got their storm shutters up. They don't, but I don't know if they even, they don't have pegs for their storm shutters. They probably don't have storm shutters. They did put plywood on some of the windows. What I did here, I flipped my table so that it doesn't have quite as much surface area to pick it up and push it into the door here. So it's flipped. It's really heavy. The wind does not care. The water doesn't care. The water might pick it up and move it. But at least it's there. I'm probably gonna move it over towards the corner and pinch it underneath the railing. This structure here, this pergola, I've got the tarp removed and I've got it tied down. It doesn't look great. I didn't feel like fighting with the rope to get it untangled, so I just kind of worked with the tangles. I feel pretty well secure. It doesn't move much, but of course, if that tree falls this way, it's not gonna matter. The rope is gonna snap like it's nothing. So there's that. That's scary. So this here, I'm gonna put a piece of plywood here. I've got these holes. These holes are drilled from last time. It doesn't have the pegs for the storm shutters. I've got my shutters up, by the way. This doesn't have storm shutter pegs, but I'm gonna get some plywood up just to try to protect the window. I mean, the window is it's rated for hurricanes, but that doesn't matter here when there's so much water and stuff. Now, I was looking here. That a 12-foot storm surge. 12-foot storm surge would be over this kitchen counter. I'm gonna have to take everything I have and put it higher than that. Presumably, I want to put it up on these shelves that I have here. These raised wall areas. I say everything I own. I don't own much, honestly, but the stuff that I do own that's valuable, like electronics, is gonna go up there. Now, things like my dishes that are all under here, they can be washed. However, I'm gonna try to put those up there because we're probably not gonna have power for 2 weeks at least. It's just a guess, considering what it's looking like. There's gonna be so many down trees and power lines that the linemen are not gonna be able to get a lot of places to repair things. So yeah, I mean, like a table, yeah, it might rot if it gets water all the way up and over it. It might move it, but if it gets knocked into drywall, the drywall is going to have to be replaced anyway. The thing is, it's a table. I can't do anything with it. I could flip it and put it up here, but like we were just talking about, that still can be an issue. It's minor stuff, like I've moved my bottom of my pantry out. We've got these waterproof bins here. I'm going to put all of my electronics and valuable things like Social Security card and stuff in there, and put that up. Here's my game room. This is all my valuable stuff here. This is my old PC. The motherboard stopped working a couple weeks ago, and I honestly think it was because of Helene, because of the power surges. Like very shortly afterwards, it kicked the bucket. This is my new PC that I'm starting to build. I'm missing like 4 components to it, but the stuff that's in there is still valuable. That's going to go up on a shelf here. This TV is very valuable, but I can't move it. I can't get it up anywhere. It's too big. So it is what it is. But all these things like my consoles and stuff, those are gonna go in bins and get up. Games, I mean they're old games, but I can still get those up there. You know, all this stuff. These boxes, I mean, it's just easy to put the boxes up there. Those aren't gonna get wet no matter what, I guess. Yeah, like my bed's gonna get destroyed. There's nothing I can do about it. If everything plans out the way it is, the bed's gonna get destroyed. But you know, whatever. It's just stuff. It's stuff. The only thing I'm worried about, honestly, is the house. Which, you know, we get an insurance payout. Oh, here we go. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. The insurance payout is going to cover that. However, with as many claims as there's going to be, it's going to probably be at least 2 years before I see anything. Yeah, so here's the front. The neighbors evacuated Sunday. They're in a mobile home. That was smart of them. The water got to their doorstep on Helene. It would be over their windows, honestly. Entering their windows for sure, if anything happens. These guys, they boarded up their front and back windows. I've got my shutters up. Crazy thing is, during Helene, this water got to the base of the AC unit, so that's another thing that would have to be replaced. So, I'll show you guys some debris later that is still piled up on the street. It's not looking good. These guys are going to be really lucky. They're in a stilted house, but it looks like it's their cars might be gone. They just have to move them. So this is my street, the other side of my street, and yeah, I just wanted to take a walk down here to see how bad it was down here before the storm, because I never came this way after the hurricane 2 weeks ago. And but I do know that there's piles and piles of debris down the street, and I'm just surprised that this isn't picked up. And the reason is because if we get some more massive flooding, this stuff's gonna be projectiles, you know, especially with the wind. Like, this stuff cannot sit out here with the wind. This is gonna be really, really bad. My house is somewhere through there on the other side. Look at this. Look at this debris. Stuff that was ruined. Look at this stuff. Stuff that just got moved. Well, I don't know. The beds look like somebody dumped them here. I was gonna say they got pushed there, but I don't think so. I've got all of this stuff here. Washer and dryer got washed out. Let's see here. I'm gonna have to run across the street. Oh, no, there's no cars. All right. God, it's bright. It's a beautiful day out. Look at those clouds, it's beautiful. Look at all this shit that's just strewn about. Holy shit, I have never been down this way. This is 2 weeks later from Helene. And none of the stuff has been picked up. It's all just still sitting here. Like this, just in the last hurricane, they got some signs that are basically down. Alright, so this is the reason we get flooded. This is Rocky Creek. It honestly looks a little bit higher than normal right now. But we've been getting a lot of rain. All of these homes they all got stuff destroyed in them. They're all most likely going to have it again. But I wanted to bring you down here because I know that there's a lot of debris down this way. Oh my God, it's impassable. I did not realize that it was actually unwalkable. All right, finally some shade. This is bad. Look at this, man. The bay is a mile away where the mangroves are. Those are mangrove pods. My yard is littered with these, and I'm a quarter of a mile that way. Look at this. All of this is, bro, they just piled the stuff up outside. That's bad. That's terrible. Anyway, I don't have a PC to edit this video. I'm gonna have to use some shitty software on the phone or whatever, and I'm gonna throw these two videos together. I was talking with the neighbor. He's evacuating, but there's another neighbor that's not evacuating. I don't know why, because the water got close to their door during the last one, and they're gonna be running for their lives by the time it gets in. If it does, which it may. There's a possibility that it may. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll zoom you guys out, sorry. And yeah, peace. Good luck.